Joining our closing bell exchange today, Cassandra Toroian, the president and CIO of Bell Rock Capital, Shawn Cruz, manager of trader strategy at TD Ameritrade, Kenny Polcari, director of O'Neill Securities. Both those guys here at Post 9. Cassandra, from an investor's point of view, long-term holder of stocks, you see the market come in like this. Is it sending you a message that the tone has changed, the economy is a little bit unsteady, or is it mostly opportunity?
Well, as much as it's difficult to stomach this roller coaster, it is a buying opportunity. We don't see any reason in anything fundamentally that has shifted. In fact, as we start creeping into earnings, we're seeing things just verify our thoughts there. I mean, like you said, Procter & Gamble. We've seen some of the financials report this week, good numbers, upping their earnings forecasts. And so that tells us that as much as it might be a little bit painful, it's a buying opportunity.
Kenny, what do you make of the market action? We came into this week and everyone was saying, oh, we're oversold, we're due for a bounce. And the bounces haven't been that convincing,
right.
Mike's point.
No, and we get those bounces, but you're right, they fail, right? Because I don't think people are settled yet. Look, and I said this last week, there was a lot of internal damage done to the market, both to the NASDAQ and the S&P, because you start talking about breaking the technical levels. And those technical conversations are very important because it's the automated system, the quant-driven guys that operate in that rule-set environment. And when you break those rule sets, then the quants automatically, the computers automatically start to create sell orders because they're trying to raise cash to protect the portfolio. Once you break down like that, you break through those technical levels, the market has to thrash around a little bit, which is exactly what we've been seeing, right? We're up 287, we're down 300, we're up 89, we're down 150 until it finds its stability level again, until it finds its comfort zone. Right now, it's trying to hold 2768 on the S&P. That's the number it has to hold. It tried yesterday. It held right there. It tested it. It didn't really, I mean, it failed a little bit, but it rallied right back. Today, it's really held there most of the day. You'd like to see it hold there in order for it to start to present a more
As you're talking,
picture.
it's a half point below. We'll see what happens with that kid. Shawn, you got a window on trader positioning, and it's interesting because a lot of the explanation for what we're seeing is kind of a radical rebalancing. Right? Large growth stocks, tech, seem like they were too crowded. Lots of people dumping them. There's a lot of pressure there. Maybe there's some kind of style shift going on. What do you see happening?
I think what you're seeing right now is you're seeing a lot of uncertainty around growth and then a lot of uncertainty around interest rates. And you're trying to price all that in against new information coming in on an earnings front. And just to your point about these rallies you're seeing maybe not being as convincing, you're seeing the VIX up around 20 and it's hanging up at these levels. So until you see a meaningful pullback in the VIX, maybe closer to 15, I think you can expect a little bit more of this back and forth trade intraday, especially next week, because we get to hear from a lot of the big players next week for an earnings standpoint.